At the Olympic Games in the late 20th century, suddenly, a multitude of superhumans emerged. In the men's high jump event, one man astonishingly broke the world record by clearing 7 meters. In the women's 100-meter sprint, a 15-year-old girl shocked the world by running it in 9:61 seconds, shattering the existing record. Soon after, more and more athletes started breaking new world records, earning them the title of superhumans by the media. It was believed to be a sign of human evolution in the 21st century. Just as the media had envisioned, following the conclusion of the Olympics, the appearance of exceptional talents beyond ordinary human abilities transcended various fields. Originally, these superhumans have nothing to do with eccentric Dr. Blackjack. However, coincidentally, they started falling ill one after another. One day, a woman named Carol sought out Blackjack, claiming she needed his help. Blackjack refused without even considering it, because he didn't think she was a good person. But Carol wasn't angry, because she had already kidnapped Pinocchio, Blackjack's assistant. Left with no choice, Blackjack reluctantly agreed to assist Carol. She informed him that the patient in question was a superhuman. The term superhuman triggered a memory in Blackjack's mind. Not long ago, Blackjack had treated a very peculiar patient, a girl afflicted with a tumor. After Blackjack successfully removed the tumor, it unexpectedly recurred within 2 years. The relapse quickly worsened, leading to the girl's premature death. During the analysis of the girl's case, Blackjack discovered something astonishing about her internal organs. Despite being only 14 years old, her organs exhibited signs of aging comparable to that of a 90-year-old. This perplexed Blackjack, leaving him searching for answers. It was later revealed to him that the girl was, in fact, a superhuman. Carol escorted Blackjack to a secret base, where all the patients he needed to treat were gathered. These patients were geniuses in various fields. Carol shared with Blackjack the research conducted by their team, revealing that superhuman was, in reality, a terrifying infectious disease. Superhuman individuals could temporarily unleash tremendous potential, but subsequently, their bodies would exhibit various peculiar symptoms. Eventually, their organs would fail, leading to death. To combat this virus, Carol had gathered authoritative doctors from the medical field and other domains. Blackjack examined the medical reports of the superhumans, which revealed that the cause of death in all cases was accelerated organ deterioration. However, Blackjack believed the issue wasn't the organs but rather the brain. After several days of research, Blackjack made a breakthrough. He discovered that the pituitary glands in the brains of all superhumans were excessively secreting a hormone. This hormone enabled individuals to surpass human limits, but the human body couldn't withstand such high levels. This explained the organ failure experienced by superhumans. Blackjack was ready to perform surgery on the patients immediately. But on the eve of the operation, a doctor approached him with a shocking revelation. He informed Blackjack that everything in the facility belonged to Brain Pharmaceuticals, and Carol was the daughter of the company's CEO. The doctor handed Blackjack a box containing a disc, suggesting that he should take a look. Curious, Blackjack examined the contents of the disc and discovered a video showing Carol and a group of doctors performing a brain surgery on a person. It turned out that Carol and her team had already discovered that the key to superhumans lay in the brain. They have been using these so-called superhumans for live experiments, watching those who have died one by one due to surgical accidents. Blackjack became furious. Suddenly, a group of people claiming to be the combat medical team surrounded the base. They were determined to bring down Brain Pharmaceuticals. In the end, they successfully occupied the base, but Carol managed to escape. The doctor who had given the information to Blackjack turned out to be a member of the combat medical team as well. He pleaded with Blackjack for assistance. They pinned their hopes on the patient Blackjack was about to operate on. If they can cure him, might get him to tell the truth. Blackjack, living up to everyone's expectations, successfully discovered a peculiar substance attached to the pituitary gland of the patient's brain. After removing the substance, the patient's data returned to normal, and he regained consciousness. He was the champion who had achieved a 7-meter jump in the Olympics. However, the patient couldn't accept the fact that he had become an ordinary person. He jumped high in the air and wanted to repeat his 7-meter jump, but tragically fell on the back of his head and died on the spot. Meanwhile, Carol, who had managed to escape, returned to her father. However, her father, fearing exposure, stripped Carol of all her rights in the company and ordered an assassination attempt on her. Fortunately, the assassination failed, and Carol survived. She then contacted Blackjack. He is the only one who can help her now. Pinocchio, who was still in custody, became a bargaining chip for her request. Though Black Jack despised the woman who conducted experiments on human subjects, he reluctantly agreed to help her for the sake of Pinocchio. Carol confessed everything to Black Jack. 6 years ago, there was a racing driver named Roger who went missing during a desert race. 2 weeks later, he was found, miraculously alive. After his return, Roger transformed into a completely different person and achieved 10 consecutive victories in the World Championship. Carol became interested in him and signed an agreement with Roger. They conducted a comprehensive examination and discovered a substance in his body. This accelerated the secretion of hormones by his pituitary gland during races. Carol suspected that this substance was related to the place where Roger had gone missing. They sent people to search for clues in the desert, and eventually, they found the substance buried in the sand. They extracted and processed it, creating a drug that could turn ordinary people into superhumans. They selected 20 individuals for the experiment, and the results of their performance at the Olympics shocked the world. However, they soon realized that the previously injected individuals started experiencing health issues. They finally understood that the drug was not a miraculous transformation but a virus that accelerated death. Even more terrifying, the virus was contagious. Carol wanted to decipher the virus and turn it into a genuine miracle drug. That's why she had been seeking patients for her experiments. Black Jack couldn't accept Carol's methods and decided he would never cooperate with her again. However, Carol revealed that she had also added the virus to the wine they had just consumed, forcing Black Jack to collaborate with her. To escape from pursuers, Carol fled with Pinocchio, but the virus inside her body started to take effect. Meanwhile, Black Jack and his assistant arrived at the desert where they discovered the virus. The place was deserted. However, as they entered the facility, Black Jack was shocked to see Pinocchio there. Pinocchio informed him that Carol's condition was deteriorating rapidly. Black Jack immediately ordered everyone out and proceeded to perform surgery on Carol. With the help of the medication, Black Jack achieved another miraculous feat. The brain surgery was completed in just 27 minutes. However, due to a high fever, Black Jack collapsed. At that moment, a group of unidentified individuals arrived, intending to destroy the facility. Pinocchio and the assistant managed to escape, leaving Black Jack and Carol behind. They navigated through the raging fire, eventually escaping through the sewer system. Carol guided Black Jack to a glowing area, which turned out to be sand contaminated with the bacteria. These bacteria were not naturally occurring. They had been carried by the wind. Carol believed that by finding the source of the bacteria, she could discover a way to overcome it. However, their enemies, in a helicopter, found them. Carol was on the brink of death due to excessive bleeding. In her final moments, she revealed her true identity to Black Jack. Carol was an artificially created baby raised by the Brain Corporation. Originally, there were 30 candidates, but Carol emerged as the sole survivor after a series of selections, becoming the adopted daughter of Brain. Before Carol could finish her sentence, she passed away. Following Carol's death, Black Jack followed the direction of the wind to search for the source of the virus. However, he didn't get far before the virus within his own body started to take effect. His consciousness gradually blurred. A group of nomads came to his rescue at that moment. They fed him a bowl of liquid medicine made from a desert flower called furican. Furican was a special desert flower, and its bud contained the virus, while the sap from its stem served as the antidote. By extracting the sap, people plagued by the virus could also find salvation. The desert flower symbolized human desires. It was a double-edged sword that could both kill and save.